mental make your daughter cry.
Hello my beautiful peeps, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My voice is hoarse. So that means this video will be recorded a little bit differently than last week's video, but at least you guys can make a decision to see which kind of video editing style do you guys like more, last week's video or this week's video, okay? For today's video, I am creating a princess. I've been having a lot of fun drawing princesses recently, and I kind of want to turn myself like into a princess and like design a princess dress and do all that fun stuff. I'm going to show you guys my sketchbook and kind of what I've done already. So I'm just kind of really excited to get in today's video. I don't know how much I'm going to be talking because I know once I post this video, I'm going to look back at it and be like, your voice. Your voice. So, yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Grab your sketchbook and let's draw. Okay? Like the video. Let's get into it. Okay, bye. Okay, guys. Starting on the first page. Okay, let me get into the groove. I have my pencil right here. It's actually a pen. I actually like this pen. I've been using, artists in their cheap pens that they find on the corner of the road that they love so much. Put a meme in, Layla. That's how we look at the pens. Those are my favorite type of pens. I love ballpoint pens for sketching. For some reason, recently my art has not been turning skiptastic. Granted, I haven't really drew that much since the last time I posted the video, which was like, guys, maybe like a week or something. But I was trying to draw an animal for one of my friends. By the time I record this and this is uploaded to the world, he has already gotten it. Thank you, Jesus. But I have been struggling, okay, to say the least. So what I've been doing to kind of get me out of that funk is to draw with pen, because I can't erase. So I can't be like, I know how to do better than this. And I erase my sketch and then I try again. It looks like crap. You know what I'm saying? So with pen, you just kind of have to get over it like, dang, I made that mistake. Let's see how I can get around with it, okay? Work around it. Anyway, as I told you guys in the intro of today's video, I've been having fun drawing princesses. I'm gonna try not to talk this much. Maybe it's gonna be a voiceover type video. But I've been drawing princesses, and I've been drawing myself. This is me. I redesigned my persona. I don't like my old persona anymore. It's not me. This is me. This is, I'm not trying to give you guys a sketchbook tour, but this is princesses from Super Mario. Princess Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina. And then I did draw Luigi. And I don't know if my drawings were getting cut off because my sketchbook is huge. But, I was going through that, drawing Princess Peach, and I drew Princess Peach first. This is the first drawing I did. Then I drew this ugly one down here. And then this one. And I was like,
I kind of want to redesign Princess Peach because Princess Peach compared to Daisy and Rosalina, Daisy has a theme.
Daisies, right?
Daisy. And then Rosalina is like stars and magical But Princess Peach, she's just pink. I didn't really see that much of Peach in her character design. Yeah, other than like her heart-shaped bangs, which can be like
Peach, because peaches kind of look like hearts. I don't know.
but it made me think like Princess Peach.
Peach's palette.
Peaches. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. I was kind of redesigning her outfit, Princess Peach. I'm not really set on this. I think I want to redesign Princess Peach and the princesses, but that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about making me into a princess. So going back to me is I've been having a lot of fun designing skirts, doing folds, stuff like this, and I just kind of want to expand on doing that and actually make Princess Peach into Princess Peach, you know what I'm saying? But like do me, because I'm Peaches and Princess Peach, you get it? You get it. But I'm not forgetting about the original like pin. I'm glad you understand. So this is what I did. I drew this drawing first. I drew this first. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably would have seen this already. But I do this first in pen. These were originally supposed to be my warm-up sketches. They ended up turning out really good. And here are just the close-ups of the drawings I made. Like I said, guys, I've just been having fun in my sketchbook drawing princesses, and I kind of wanted to share my experience with you guys since, you know, a YouTube channel or whatever. So there's a lot of detail in the character design that I made for Princess Peaches, which is what I'm gonna call myself. So we can, you know, tell the difference between Princess Peach and Princess Peaches. It's not the same. So I'm not trying to steal her name, okay? But the first drawing that you see me sketching out right now is just another princess. I kind of wanted to see if I can do something completely different from the design that I already created. For the first character design, I wanted my dress to be really short and like, not really short, but like above the ankles to kind of play on the playfulness of my personality and how I want this princess character to be. So like the goal of this process is to create like an insert OC to the Mario princess girly pop in Mario. That's the end goal here. And oh my gosh, not the ice cream truck coming up. That's crazy. Anyway, with this drawing, the plan was to branch out and create a new character design princess, but to be honest, I guess I just wanted to draw a princess again because this is not something I would personally wear, and I don't think it would look right alongside of Daisy, Rosalina, and Princess Peach. You know what I'm saying? I like the first character design better, so that's what I went with. I was gonna try to make different character designs for myself, but to be honest, I just really liked the first one I made the most, so I just went with that one. And then I colored the background, and I wanted to keep trying to go down the line of making other princesses. So I looked up some inspiration on Pinterest, and you guys know, like in the olden days, I guess, like with the olden princesses, they always had like this cone thing on their head. I really wanted to make a princess with that on it because it gives like medieval, like olden day classic princesses, but I was hesitant at first because it kind of looks like a witch's hat, and I didn't know where that originally came from, so I did some research, very kind of medium-ish research, and I don't know, it just didn't really sit right with me. And there's a lot of historical like meanings behind having the cone on your head, as in like riches and wealth. And I'm assuming that there is like different stages, because some princesses or some wealthy people would have just a cone, like just one, and then some people would have two that would look like horns. So girl, I just said no. So moving away from that idea entirely, I just wanted to move on to a new page and then draw my princess out again, because I just really love my character design, guys, and I'm going to explain it step by step, all the details, so you guys can love it just as much as I do, okay? If you guys were like paying attention to the other clips before, I'll maybe like just show a picture of like the character design while I'm drawing the character design out. I really like this character design because I actually implemented my name into the character design. So obviously Peaches, but also Peach's palette. If you can take a second to look at Princess Peach's design, you can clearly see that there's no peach influence within her character design, like other than her heart-shaped bangs, which I mentioned in the beginning, but there's no peach. Like look at Daisy's, then look at Rosalina's. So for mine, I wanted to implement actual like peaches into her design, because if I'm gonna have the name, I might as well, you know, show it on my character design, right? Granted, I know the history behind like Peaches, and that her name wasn't originally Peaches, it was Princess Toadstool, and she wasn't even blonde, she was a redhead. So I know all that, but for the sake of this video and for the sake of what I'm saying, you guys see where I'm coming from? Okay, I'm glad we got that out the way, so you guys don't have to come for me if you guys are Mario stans, okay? Anyway, one thing I noticed about each of the princesses is that they all have an elaborate gem brooch. One of a contrasting color or a complementary color to their main color of their character design. It's one of the signature things that every Mario princess has. So naturally, I had to make sure my character design had one as well, right? But since the cut of my princess dress is different than the three princesses, my emblem or my brooch will be set in the middle near my waist, where all the fabrics meet for the center of my skirt. Kind of like a belt buckle, you know? I don't really know how this video is exactly going to go. I'm just planning to blab to you guys about this character that I made and tell you like the details about her, because guys, my markers are dead, deceased, they're gone.
okay? They're running out of time, and if anybody wants to send me free markers, my email is like in the description box, so like feel free to like send me a gift of like markers and I can make a video about it. Anyway, let me catch you guys up and share my thoughts about this drawing real time.
I really like her. I already started to make another drawing of another drawing. I want to design like a nightgown kind of thing. Like this is like her everyday wear, and then this is like her sleeping wear. So yeah, phone's running out of storage. I did not miss this part of content creating. My phone runs out of storage when I record like a 2-minute video.
But right now I'm going to make a little sketch and brainstorm some nightgown ideas.
Okay, so we made a little base, and for this nightgown,
The plan was to make it very loose, very calm, you know, nightgowny, as I so eloquently put it.
like flowy and like, you know, not too much structure to it.
So with that in mind, I created a design. Like I said, I already had an idea of what I wanted, but I did take the time to look up some inspiration photos over on Pinterest just to get more of an idea, you know? And a little while later, I came up with some character designs along with some basic things about Princess Peaches and a little bit about her personality, and I was basically set. Now it's just time to start drawing the character design on the actual full-length body I created. To be honest, I was kind of torn on which princess nightgown character design I was going to pick. It was between one or two. I honestly like all three of them, and I've just been having fun creating clothes and stuff like that, so that's not really much of a surprise to me right now. And as per usual, if you hear screaming in the background, everybody is alive and well over here. It's just my 6 younger siblings. Anyway, I ended up going with the clothing design number 2, and I really had fun just sketching it out. I've been drawing in pen and pencil a lot recently because my markers are dying, but guys, I actually am going to color today, so you guys don't have to worry about it. As I'm recording this voiceover, I've already recorded and inked the sketch I'm going to color for you guys, so I have not colored it in yet, so we're just gonna see if it turns out alright, which I hope it does because I actually really like drawing. So if you guys want to see Princess Peaches colored in, just stay tuned, okay?
I really like this drawing, and I kind of want to color them in, but I don't because I don't want to mess them up, and I feel like this is like perfect drawings. So I'm drawing them again on my old sketchbook paper. Luckily my sister has my old sketchbook. She doesn't even use it, but she let me borrow a piece of her paper, which is just the Uhu sketchbook pad paper. I think this sketchbook sucks up all the markers and makes it more dry than it normally is, if that makes any sense. Besides, this is marker paper and it's way smaller. Come on now, like, look. I cannot not use all the colors that is right there in front of me, so we're gonna just do it, okay? And if my markers start to dry out and scream for help, you know why. ASMR. Alright, so I oh my chin itch here. Here is the drawing. You can't really see it that much, but I am ready to color this baby in, and I'm really, really excited because I am really proud of it and I really like the way how it looks. So fingers crossed I don't mess it up. So excited. So excited. So let's just start coloring, shall we?
Not that it's already taking me long enough to finally start coloring this illustration. I came across a problem, so I ended up swatching out all of my skin tone markers that I would most likely use for my shade of skin tone, and I don't know which skin tone I should use. So I was going through all the markers, seeing which ones are actually alive, which ones I can use for this drawing illustration. And yeah, I still haven't decided on which one I'm going to use, but I did start to, of course, ink my drawing because I wanted to ink my sketch before I colored. And for some reason, this pen was not wanting to work on this paper. Literally, it was making me so frustrated. It would work on my swatch paper where I was swatching down all the markers, but it wouldn't work on the paper I'm actually making the illustration on, which was very frustrating, as you can imagine. I had to get real close and personal for it to work, but nevertheless, I successfully finished inking this illustration. I didn't show you guys the whole process of me inking it. If you guys really want to see it, I did record a short, so you can go check it out. It's not like this video is already almost 20 minutes long, but yeah, that pretty much sums up my inking process. Okay, so I'm done inking this drawing. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, like, I'm done inking this drawing. I really like the way how it looks. Like, here it is. Here it is. I'm really, really excited. I want to take a picture of this because it's like a perfect coloring page. And yeah, if you guys have any tips about scanning your artwork, just let me know. But I'm ready to color this in. I don't know. You guys can probably see all the markers and everything because I swatched out and I figured out the colors I want for this girl, and this is how they look. I really, really like the way how it looks, guys. Look how cute it is. Oh, I love this drawing so much. It's just like a little drawing. I'm gonna be quiet and we're gonna start coloring this in. Let's do the whole like B-roll, like cool like endings. Okay, so for this drawing, I don't know the colors that I want to use for this drawing, and I want to color it in. So I'm going to make another little drawing like this, but since this is the only sheet I have, I'm going to turn it like this. We're going to draw it right here, and we're going to figure out the colors. Okay, cool.